Borewell Cast 2024 Borewell Drilling Cast. After watching this full video, you will get a clear idea about how to identify water source or groundwater points to drill a borewell, how much does it cost to drill a borewell, which casing pipe is best for borewell, boring depth charges in 2024, submersible motor pump cost in 2024, borewell vehicle total cost in 2024. So don't skip this video and watch until last. How to identify water source or groundwater points to drill a borewell? There are two methods to find water source: geosatellite method, traditional method. First one is geosatellite method. Detection of underground water by using GPR. What is GPR? GPR means ground penetrating radar. It is a non-damaging geophysical test method used for underground water detection. GPR is a promising technology to detect and identify aquifer water or non-metallic mines. The approximate cost for this method would be around Rs 10,000. Traditional method using coconut, keychain, dowsing rod, Y-shaped stick, water source could be found out. This method is also 100% accurate. Budget-friendly method. Only an experienced water diviner can pinpoint the exact location. Cost is Rs 1,500. How much does it cost to drill a borewell? The cost of drilling a borewell can vary widely depending on various factors such as location, depth, type of soil or rock formation in the area. So we can't give a constant cost for borewell work, but we can make an estimate. In general, drilling a borewell can cost from a few thousand to several lakhs of rupees. In some land, water comes within 500 feet depth, but in other cases, water comes only after 1000 feet depth. So depends on this depth of boring, cost varies. Now let's see about borewell cost for 1000 feet depth. Second, casing pipe. Which casing pipe is best? PVC or MS? MS means mild steel pipe. Why should we use this casing pipe? Casing pipe is to protect borewell, especially deep borewells. When a deep borewell is made, there is always risk of soil may fall from side into bore and close it. To prevent this, a casing pipe of PVC or MS pipe is inserted in bore immediately after boring till the rock is reached. Submersible pump and its pipes are installed inside casing pipe. Cost of casing pipe depends on depth of hard rock. Why? Because sometimes at 80 feet itself, hard rock will be attained. But in some other cases, hard rock will be attained only after 200 feet. So depends on depth, cost varies. Which casing pipe is best for borewell, PVC or MS? For borewell, prefer PVC pipes because they are made of lead-free material that ensures safe drinking water. Its exceptional corrosion-resistant feature allows constant flow over its lifetime, making it durable. But MS pipes are susceptible to corrosion or rust after few years. Since borewell pipes goes deep into the ground, it is very important for the pipes to give a stable performance. They should be resistant to chemicals, develop no scaling and no clogging. Therefore, PVC pipes are the trusted choice. They are also available in different sizes according to your preference. So make the right decision and go for PVC pipes for borewells. Next, bore cap. After borewell is done, only after a week submersible motor pump has been installed. Till then, borewell should be closed using a bore cap because if borewell is left open, it may cause danger for children. Now let's see the borewell cost. Boring depth charges. First, up to 300 feet depth boring, rate per feet is rupees 80. So the amount will be 300 feet into rupees 80, which is equal to rupees 24,000. Next, from 301 feet to 400 feet depth boring, that is for 100 feet, rate per feet is rupees 90. Amount will be 100 feet into rupees 90, which is equal to rupees 9,000. Next, from 401 feet to 500 feet depth boring, that is for 100 feet. Rate per feet is rupees 100. Amount will be 100 feet into rupees 100, which is equal to rupees 10,000. Next, from 501 feet to 600 feet depth boring, that is for 100 feet. Rate per feet is rupees 120. Amount will be 100 feet into rupees 120, which is equal to rupees 12,000. Like this, when the depth increases, rate per feet also goes on increasing. Next, from 601 feet to 700 feet depth boring, that is for 100 feet. Rate per feet is rupees 140. Amount will be 100 feet into rupees 140, which is equal to rupees 14,000. Next, from 701 feet to 800 feet depth boring, that is for 100 feet, rate per feet is rupees 170. Amount will be 100 feet into rupees 170, which is equal to rupees 17,000. Next, from 801 feet to 900 feet depth boring, that is for 100 feet. Rate per feet is rupees 200. Amount will be 100 feet into rupees 200, which is equal to rupees 20,000. Next, from 901 feet to 1000 feet depth boring, that is for 100 feet. Rate per feet is rupees 250. Amount will be 100 feet into rupees 250, which is equal to rupees 25,000. When you add this, the total cost will be rupees 1,31,000. For bore cap, rupees 300, which is fixed charge. Transportation charges rupees 1,500. Food charges, that is meals charges, is rupees 1,500. Other charges rupees 2,000. When we add all these costs, we get the total cost for borewell up to 1,000 feet depth is rupees 1,36,300. It is important to note that the cost of drilling is only one part of the total cost of setting up a borewell. Other expenses such as the cost of pump, motor and pipeline installation as well as ongoing maintenance and electricity costs should also be taken into consideration. Next, let us discuss about submersible motor pump. How to select submersible motor pump for borewell correctly? How much does it cost to install submersible motor pump in 2024? Let's see the answer for these questions. If the borewell is 6 inches, the most suitable submersible water pump diameter will be 5-inch submersible water pump. If the borewell is 4.5 inches, diameters of the submersible water pump will be 4-inch submersible water pump. Before knowing about this, it is must to know about the components of this submersible motor pump. Motor pump. Cost varies depends on HP of motor. If HP is less, cost will be less. If HP is more, cost will be more. How much HP motor is required is depends on for how much depth borewell is done. If boring is done for 500 feet depth, then HP motor should be bought according to 500 feet depth boring. If one stage is equal to 20 feet depth borewell, then 25 stage is equal to 500 feet depth borewell. So for that 3 HP motor is correct. And for 50 stage, which is equal to 1000 feet depth borewell, 5 HP motor is correct. For this 1000 feet depth borewell, 5 HP 50 stage submersible motor, the cost is Rs 49,000. Panel board. Using this panel board, you can see for how much voltage the electricity supply is there during borewell work. For 5 HP motor, the amount for panel board is Rs 6,500. UPVC pipe. The water comes up to ground level only through this UPVC pipe. The pressure rises when motor pump rotates water. For this UPVC pipe, the total amount is Rs 55,000. Adapter set Rs 1,500. Cap, clamp, oil, GI bend, further the amount is Rs 2,800. Turf rope, which is manufactured from Canada, the amount for turf rope is Rs 8,000. Aquatex cable, Rs 127 per meter. For 315 meter, the total amount is Rs 40,000. We know that 1 meter is equal to 3.28 feet. So for 1000 feet, the amount is Rs 40,000 for Aquatex cable. Fitting and transportation, Rs 5,500. When you add all these, you will get the total cost for submersible motor pump as Rs 1,68,300. Total cost for borewell work. We have to add this boring cost plus submersible motor pump cost. When we add Rs 1,36,300 plus Rs 1,68,300, we get the total cost for this borewell work is Rs 3,04,600. Borewell vehicle. Total cost of your borewell vehicle is about 1.2 crores. It is bit costly, but when inquired, the reason for this cost is its different drill bits close to 75 quantities, each capable of drilling 20 feet, generators, coolers, etc. Totally, it is a very gigantic machine. It is recommended to obtain multiple quotes from different drilling contractors and compare the prices before choosing the one that fits your budget and needs. Additionally, it is advisable to check the track record and reputation of the contractor before hiring them. If you want this free PDF of 2024 borewell cost, just do the following things. Step 1. Subscribe Civil Engineering Shylus updates. Step 2. Click bell icon, click all. Step 3. Take a screenshot from the end of this video. Step 4. Send the screenshot to our email ID shylusupdates@gmail.com. After verification, we will send this free PDF to your email. I hope this video is helpful to you. If you like this video, kindly do subscribe Civil Engineering Shylus Updates. Thank you.